Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror, quietly noticing how time has gently etched stories onto your face, and wondered if the years have truly diminished your beauty? Society might whisper otherwise, constantly selling creams and potions promising youthful looks. Yet what if I told you something quite opposite? You are far more captivating, enchanting, and undeniably attractive at 60 than you ever were at 30. Yes, at 30 you may have had smooth skin and fewer lines, but attractiveness, true attractiveness, isn't simply the absence of wrinkles. It's not something you measure in the mirror or weigh on a scale. Instead, it grows quietly within you, blossoming from experience, confidence, and a rare kind of grace that only years can bring. Today we explore 7 beautiful truths that make you genuinely more attractive now at 60 than you were in your younger years. By the end of our journey, you'll clearly see why maturity adds layers of magnetism that youth simply can't match. The first undeniable reason you're more attractive at 60 is your unshakable confidence. At 30, you might have been worried about fitting in, constantly seeking approval or validation, but by 60, you've walked enough roads, faced enough storms, and conquered enough battles to know exactly who you are and what you stand for. There's something profoundly attractive about a woman who no longer apologizes for herself. A woman who has grown comfortable in her own skin and refuses to dim her light. Think about how you felt at a younger age, perhaps feeling pressured to keep up with trends or worrying about others' opinions. Today, your presence radiates assurance. People around you sense this inner strength and are naturally drawn to your self-assuredness. You walk into a room with your head held high, not because you're arrogant, but because you carry decades of wisdom and experience. Take the example of Rachel, a 62-year-old retired nurse. Rachel admits she once feared growing older, thinking she would lose attention or respect. Yet now, at 62, she finds people not only listening more intently when she speaks, but seeking her advice. Younger colleagues frequently compliment her composure and confidence, often confessing their wish to attain such poise. Rachel realized something powerful. Her beauty didn't fade. It evolved into something richer and deeper, making her presence irresistible in ways her younger self couldn't even imagine. The second compelling reason you're more attractive at 60 is your depth of wisdom and perspective. Youth carries enthusiasm and energy, but age brings depth, calmness, and perspective, qualities incredibly attractive and deeply respected by others. When you speak, your words carry the weight of lived experience. People don't just hear you, they genuinely listen, knowing you're sharing insights they've yet to discover. Consider a woman named Margaret, now 65, who spent years teaching high school literature. At 30, Margaret felt the constant need to prove herself to peers and parents, always trying to appear more knowledgeable. But decades later, she found students, parents, and even colleagues gravitating toward her because they recognized something profound in her words. A quiet wisdom that only life experience brings. Margaret didn't shout to be heard. Her thoughtful observations and the gentle authority in her voice naturally captivated those around her. That's the magic age bestows upon you. The ability to convey profound insights effortlessly. Your attractiveness isn't about loud declarations. It's in the quiet, steady truth you carry within, making people want to listen, lean in, and understand your point of view. The third reason you are undeniably more attractive at 60 is your remarkable emotional intelligence and empathy. At 30, life often moves at lightning speed. You're still building a career, balancing relationships, and perhaps even raising children. There's little time or patience to deeply connect with others emotionally. Yet at 60, you've faced losses and celebrated triumphs. You understand life is filled with nuanced emotional shades rather than black and white situations. Your emotional depth enables you to truly see others, relate to their struggles, and offer genuine compassion. Have you noticed how friends, family, or even strangers open up to you more frequently now than in your younger days? Perhaps it's because you've developed an aura of understanding. You know when to speak and when to listen. You offer advice gently, wisely, without judgment. This depth of emotional understanding creates a powerful attractiveness, a gravitational pull towards people who see you as a safe haven in a chaotic world. Consider Linda, a 68-year-old former therapist. Throughout her life, Linda supported people through life's most challenging moments. Now retired, she continues to notice how strangers at coffee shops, supermarkets, or social events confide deeply personal stories in her presence. Linda's attractiveness lies not merely in a friendly face, but in the quiet empathy and emotional maturity that comforts and heals those around her. The fourth powerful reason you're more attractive at 60 is your unique personal style and authenticity. When you were younger, Fashion often meant keeping pace with ever-changing trends, attempting to fit into society's idea of beauty. At 60, style has become something more meaningful, more intentional. You no longer dress to blend in, but to celebrate your unique personality, making your wardrobe and accessories expressions of who you truly are. Your authenticity is magnetic. You've learned exactly what suits your figure, reflects your personality, and makes you feel beautiful without striving for the impossible ideal of youth. Younger generations notice and admire your elegance, seeing clearly that attractiveness isn't about youthful imitation, but about comfortable self-expression. Think about Elena, a 70-year-old former interior designer. Elena no longer chases fashion trends. Instead, she carefully selects timeless pieces, scarves, jewelry, and clothing that reflect her vibrant personality. Strangers frequently compliment her choices, not because she looks young, but because her style radiates authenticity. Younger women often tell Elena they aspire to have her elegance and natural charm as they age, proving her attractiveness isn't tied to years, but to the freedom and confidence in her unique self-expression. Each of these qualities, confidence, wisdom, emotional intelligence, and authenticity, reflects a kind of beauty that time doesn't erase but instead enhances. Unlike the fleeting beauty of youth, these are deeply rooted traits that flourish through the years, turning you into someone people are naturally drawn to. So today, rather than mourning the youth you've left behind, celebrate the attractiveness you've gained. At 60, you're no longer playing by someone else's rules. You create your own definitions of beauty and attractiveness. You live your life authentically, passionately, and unapologetically, radiating a charm that no wrinkle can diminish, no cream can recreate, and no younger version of you could ever hope to achieve. This truth deserves to be acknowledged. At 60, you're more captivating than ever before. You embody what it truly means to age gracefully, not by resisting the years, but by fully embracing them. The signs of your life story etched on your face, the silver strands in your hair, and the gentle confidence in your movements all speak to an allure that grows with each passing year. As we continue our exploration, you'll discover even more compelling reasons why your 60s are not just your most attractive years, but your most inspiring ones as well. This new phase of beauty isn't a whisper, it's a bold statement, one you deserve to hear and embrace fully. The fifth reason you're more attractive at 60 compared to your younger self at 30 is your genuine and effortless charm that comes from your relaxed presence. At 30, life is a blur of deadlines, expectations, and ambitions. Stress can overshadow your natural charisma, making you appear tense or rushed. At 60, however, you've learned that life unfolds best when approached calmly and deliberately. There's a powerful attraction in a woman who moves through life gracefully, without haste or anxiety, a woman who knows the value of savoring each moment. Have you noticed that people respond warmly when you're calm, composed, and present? Maybe strangers start conversations more easily, or family and friends gravitate toward your tranquility during gatherings. This charm isn't a calculated effort, it's the natural result of having lived long enough to realize rushing through life accomplishes little. Instead, you've cultivated a pace that signals confidence, self-assuredness, and appreciation for life's simplest pleasures. Consider Anne, a 63-year-old retired school principal. Anne remembers vividly the days when anxiety about professional performance or family responsibilities clouded her interactions. Yet today, whether shopping at the market or chatting over coffee with friends, Anne projects a peaceful demeanor that draws people toward her effortlessly. Her grandchildren find her home comforting, her friends feel relaxed in her presence, and even strangers frequently engage her in pleasant conversations. Anne's secret? Realizing that slowing down and savoring life's small moments makes her infinitely more attractive and inviting than she ever was in her hurried 30s. The sixth reason you're undeniably more attractive at 60 is your enhanced capacity for meaningful connection and intimacy. While youth often prioritizes excitement and novelty, maturity deeply values genuine relationships and meaningful interactions. At 60, you've moved past surface-level connections. Your interactions reflect depth, sincerity, and emotional intimacy. These profound connections create powerful, lasting impressions, making you far more attractive than youthful physical attributes alone could achieve. Think back to your relationships at 30. Perhaps there was passion, energy, but also uncertainty or superficiality. At 60, your friendships, family relationships, and romantic connections are richer, more authentic, and deeply meaningful. People see you as someone who values connection and trust, someone whose word is dependable, whose presence is comforting, and whose love and support are unwavering. Consider Elizabeth, now a vibrant 67-year-old. At 30, Elizabeth admits she often sacrificed deep connections in favor of ambition or fleeting social interactions. But today, she prioritizes relationships filled with authenticity and emotional depth. Friends describe Elizabeth as their emotional anchor, someone who listens genuinely, supports unconditionally, and loves without reservation. Elizabeth discovered that true intimacy isn't only romantic, it's about the ability to connect deeply with anyone who crosses your path. And this profound ability to connect makes her irresistibly attractive, admired, and beloved. When people around you feel truly seen, heard, and valued, your attractiveness multiplies. At 60, your well-developed capacity for intimacy isn't merely pleasant, it's magnetic, drawing others closer, fostering admiration and genuine affection that lasts far beyond physical appeal. The seventh reason your attractiveness at 60 surpasses your younger years is your resilience and strength, forged by life's challenges. At 30, life often feels like it's just beginning. You have dreams, expectations, and aspirations, yet you may not have faced enough adversity to truly know the depths of your strength. By the time you reach 60, however, you've encountered and overcome setbacks, losses, and disappointments. Each challenge, each struggle, has sculpted you into someone stronger, wiser, and profoundly resilient. This resilience is a cornerstone of your beauty, making you alluring in ways youthful appearances cannot match. Have you considered how your journey of perseverance inspires admiration in those around you? People often respect and cherish someone who has faced life's trials yet remains kind, optimistic, and hopeful. Your ability to smile through adversity, to remain positive when life is challenging, and to offer support even in difficult times speaks volumes about your inner strength. It makes you not only attractive but genuinely inspiring. Take Susan, a spirited 66-year-old survivor of several personal challenges, including losing her husband at 50 and overcoming serious health concerns. Susan's attractiveness isn't merely due to her appearance, it's because she radiates strength, courage, and hope. People don't just admire her, they're inspired by her presence. Her resilience transforms everyday interactions into moments of quiet admiration, making her uniquely captivating. Moreover, your resilience grants you an authenticity that younger generations find deeply attractive. In a world filled with carefully curated images and superficial interactions, someone who carries scars gracefully, openly acknowledging life's ups and downs, holds a magnetic allure. Authenticity born from life's trials isn't just refreshing, it's mesmerizing. You embody proof that beauty is not about flawlessness but strength, honesty, and a willingness to embrace life's journey fully. As you reflect on these reasons, you begin to see clearly how your 60s have provided an abundance of traits that define real attractiveness, far richer than those admired at 30. Your beauty has not diminished. It has evolved and flourished into a profound allure that resonates deeply with those around you. When society emphasizes youth, it mistakenly implies that beauty has a limited shelf life. But as you have seen, true attractiveness isn't measured by age. It transcends superficial ideals, rooted instead in qualities earned over time. Confidence, wisdom, emotional intelligence, authenticity, effortless charm, meaningful intimacy, and resilience are traits your younger self could only aspire to possess fully. Yet today, at 60, you embody these effortlessly. You no longer rely on mirrors or fleeting compliments to confirm your worth. Instead, your beauty is quietly affirmed each day through meaningful interactions, genuine connections, and the respect and admiration of those around you. Each glance in the mirror should remind you not of the years lost, but of the depth gained, the experiences treasured, and the wisdom accumulated. Celebrate your lines, your silver hair, and your mature presence. They're signs not of fading beauty, but of a beauty deepened and strengthened by life's rich tapestry. Others see this clearly. It's time you saw it too. At 60, you stand at the threshold of your most attractive, compelling, and empowering years yet. Your best self isn't behind you, it's here, vibrant and ready to inspire. So embrace every day with joy, carry yourself proudly, and never underestimate the subtle yet profound ways your presence transforms those around you. Your beauty now speaks a language only maturity fully understands, a language filled with depth, authenticity, and graceful strength. As we continue this exploration into the beauty that age bestows upon you, remember, attractiveness isn't something you lose over time. It's something you steadily, undeniably gain, and at 60, you've become not merely attractive, but enchantingly captivating. A woman who draws others closer effortlessly, leaving an impression that youthful beauty simply can't replicate. In the final part of our journey, we'll bring these truths home, cementing the reality that your most magnetic, attractive years aren't behind you, they've only just begun. When you deeply embrace these truths, you unlock a remarkable realization. Beauty at 60 is neither lost nor diminished. Instead, it's profoundly enriched, refined, and uniquely captivating. You've moved beyond superficial definitions of attractiveness to something far more enduring. This kind of beauty can't be bought or artificially created. It's earned through decades of life experience, wisdom, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to being authentically you. Consider again your younger self at 30. Perhaps then you chased validation from others, believing your worth depended on external approval, societal standards, or youthful appearances, but today at 60 you stand firm in your own value, no longer swayed by passing trends or the shifting opinions of others. Your attractiveness is quietly powerful, radiating outward, touching everyone you meet. This authentic attractiveness makes others notice you, not because you're trying to be noticed, but because your genuine presence naturally commands respect and admiration. Have you noticed people seeking your advice, enjoying your company, or finding peace in your presence? It's because your beauty is no longer skin deep. It has become an integral part of your character and soul. In your 60s, your attractiveness also benefits from a shift in priorities. Earlier in life, the relentless pursuit of outward beauty might have consumed your energy, leaving you exhausted or insecure. But at this stage, you wisely direct your energy toward what genuinely fulfills you: relationships, experiences, meaningful pursuits, and personal growth. People are attracted to someone who invests deeply in their passions, who lives fully and authentically, not distracted by superficial comparisons. Take Carol, a radiant 64-year-old artist. Carol remembers clearly how at 30 she was painfully aware of others' judgments, constantly worrying if she measured up. Today she's unapologetic about her choices, passionately pursuing her art, nurturing her garden, and enjoying genuine friendships. People of all ages find themselves drawn to Carol's vibrant, self-assured aura. Her youthful counterparts admire how effortlessly she seems to embrace aging, not viewing it as a decline but as a beautiful evolution. Her attractiveness isn't defined by fewer wrinkles or younger-looking skin. It's in her fearless authenticity, her zest for life, and her genuine happiness. Another crucial aspect of your attractiveness at 60 is your ability to inspire others simply by living authentically. Without even realizing it, you become a powerful role model for younger generations. You challenge society's limiting beliefs about aging and beauty, redefining attractiveness by simply existing proudly as yourself. Younger women look at you and see a roadmap, a hopeful vision of what their future could hold. Your presence silently communicates that aging doesn't erase beauty, it amplifies it. Imagine the influence you have on younger women around you, your daughters, nieces, or younger friends. You teach them something invaluable. True beauty thrives in confidence, in fully embracing who you are at every age. You demonstrate that attractiveness isn't bound to youth, rather, it flourishes when you stop resisting age and start celebrating it openly, joyfully, and unreservedly. Reflect upon your circle of influence. Can you recall moments when younger people sought your wisdom, admired your confidence, or thanked you for inspiring them? These interactions aren't coincidences. They happen because your beauty at 60 is something tangible and inspiring. It's not merely appearance, it's a transformative energy that touches everyone you encounter. Moreover, your attractiveness at 60 is enhanced by your ability to embrace imperfection gracefully. At 30, the pursuit of perfection can be overwhelming, causing unnecessary anxiety. But by 60, you've learned the liberating truth that perfection isn't required for happiness, success, or beauty. Your imperfections no longer embarrass or diminish you. They humanize and endear you to others. There is a powerful allure in a woman who openly embraces her imperfections, flaws, and life lessons. Others feel safe and comfortable in your presence because you're authentic, real, relatable, and approachable. You inspire confidence in those around you by demonstrating that beauty thrives not in flawlessness but in acceptance, vulnerability, and authenticity. Think of Helen, a vibrant 69-year-old grandmother who openly laughs about her wrinkles and proudly showcases her silver hair. Helen's grandchildren adore her playful spirit, and friends appreciate her refreshing honesty. Helen doesn't pretend life is perfect. She freely shares her struggles and victories, becoming deeply relatable and inspiring. Her attractiveness isn't about having fewer wrinkles or looking younger. It's about fully owning her story and sharing it boldly, without apology or hesitation. In your 60s, attractiveness is also about appreciating the present moment deeply. Youth often focuses intensely on future goals or past regrets, making it challenging to truly savor life's simple pleasures. Now at 60, you know life is too precious to waste on trivial worries. You've learned to relish everyday joys, the warmth of sunshine, laughter of friends, moments of solitude, each enhancing your overall appeal and magnetism. Have you ever noticed how your contentment with life's simplicity makes others feel calm and centered around you? This capacity for presence and appreciation transforms even ordinary moments into profound experiences. Your calmness and gratitude amplify your attractiveness, creating a gentle magnetism that effortlessly draws others near. As we conclude this exploration, remember clearly the beauty you've uncovered within yourself, a beauty built on decades of growth, resilience, authenticity, wisdom, and meaningful relationships. You stand now at 60, not as a diminished version of your youthful self, but as an enhanced, enriched woman, radiating attractiveness uniquely earned through time. Your 60s aren't about fading into invisibility. They're about stepping boldly into your truest, most captivating self. Embrace each day, knowing fully that your attractiveness now isn't something fleeting. It's deeply rooted, profoundly genuine, and quietly powerful. Your best years aren't behind you. They're unfolding before you, brighter, richer, and more attractive than ever imagined. This is your moment to shine, not despite your age, but precisely because of it. Your beauty at 60 is undeniable, profound, and deeply inspiring. Celebrate it proudly, confidently, and joyfully, knowing that your true attractiveness is finally being recognized and admired for all the right reasons. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 truths resonated most deeply with your personal experience? Have you noticed changes in how people respond to you now versus when you were younger? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. I deeply value hearing about your journeys, experiences, and insights. If you found this video empowering, please show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Your interactions and comments motivate me to keep creating meaningful content that celebrates and uplifts you. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss out on new videos, designed specifically to inspire and support you in this beautiful phase of life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, continue to embrace your incredible beauty, and always remember, your most attractive years have only just begun.